Hello, hello. Hey, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was just trying to do last minute prep work. And tonight I am so excited to show you these cards. These cards are going to be super, super easy. Hold on 1 minute. I just want to make sure that I am live and that you can see me. I couldn't see me. There I am. Okay. My computer's, I was still frozen. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So tonight, I'm so excited to show you these really simple cards. No coloring. Yay. But they also use the new scrapbooking supplies. So it's just very, very exciting. So my name's Kathy Schmitt, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Hampshire. And I go by Backyard Stamper. So my blog is backyardstamper.com. My email is backyardstamper@gmail.com. So let me move these out of the way. All right, so I wanted to show you the paper. This is called Sweet Days of Autumn, and it is found in our scrapbooking supplement, which you can find at my website, kathyschmidt.stampinup.net. And I have one printing right now, so if it gets done, then I will show you. But this paper is so adorable. It comes 12 by 12, and what's nice about the scrapbooking paper is you still get the same number of sheets, 12 sheets, but instead of only 2 of each design, you get 4 of each design because there's only 3 patterns and they're double-sided. So hopefully that makes sense. Here's the information about it and the coordinating colors. So that's the DSP, and then the second part I want to show you, this is the two-tone cardstock, and this is called Autumn to Remember two-tone cardstock. So this is the same color as our regular cardstock, but now it's available in 12 by 12, and because it's two-tone, you have a light side and a dark side. So now we have just expanded the palette. Oh, there's the early espresso. You can see how the contrast is different. And then, let's see here. Here's the Mossy Meadow. This is full strength, or one side, and this is the two-tone side. So hopefully that shows in the camera. There you go. I can see it now with the lighting. And we're going to use the Old Olive. So you get, in this package, you get 12 sheets, and it's Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. Ooh, I want to see what the Petal Pink looks like. They have Petal Pink in so many of the designer papers. And, oh, that is nice. I hope you can see that contrast. I love this side because this, to me, is really Petal Pink, even though this is the real Petal Pink. But this tone has a little bit of orange in it, and this keeps it on the pinker side, in my opinion. But yeah, I like that. So that's the coordinating cardstock. Also in the scrapbooking brochure, you can opt to buy this stamp set, Autumn to Remember, and this is, there's no dyes to it. It's a photopolymer, and honestly, I bought this for this bountiful blessing saying. They, to do blessing pouches at Thanksgiving, and just anytime you want to say, I'm blessed to have you as my friend, or I have so many blessings in my life. This is the saying. It says it all. And then in New Hampshire, of course, we have a fantastic fall foliage season. So we'll have those crisp autumn days. And my daughter's getting married next weekend, so it'll be a September to remember. So I had to get this set. So these are the supplies we're using. We're also going to use one die from Autumn Leaves. This is in the annual catalog, and we're using two dies, but it's the same die. It's two of the leaves. This matches perfectly the leaves in the book. So I love it. And so we got that. And the other thing I'm using is I'm using the third smallest shape for my greeting, and that fits the crisp autumn days perfectly. All right, so let's get started here. So let me bring back in my card. So my original card was this one, and I just did my tone-on-tone stamping with the old olive right on the old olive cardstock, see? Then I said, self, you have two-tone cardstock. So I cut a layering piece and I did it twice. So I have one, this is the full strength old olive, and see how close it is to the outside there. And I stamped randomly. And then I flipped it over, and here's the lighter tone with against the old olive. So that adds not only texture, but a little bit more color too. So this was my original, just regular stamping right on there, and I think it's great. But I wanted to step it up a little bit and do it with the two-tone cardstock. So when I did this one though, I realized I cut the layer at 4 and 5 1/4, and this piece here is 3 by 4. So the card that I'm going to make now has it at 4 1/8 and 5 3/8, and that way you will see a smidge of the green, you know, past the 4 by 3 inch piece. Now the reason I love this size is on a 12 by 12 paper you get 12 of these pieces, which is great when you're making a lot of samples, a lot of cards, say for Thanksgiving or something, or in my case, I'll be prepping for my card class for the weekend. And so this is great because every sheet gives me 12 pieces. So I can use 2 sheets and have everything prepped for my card, 2 sheets of each pattern, because I prep 20 packages on my in-person card class, and yeah, so it's really awesome. All right, so let me just get my spare stuff out of the way here so I know what I'm doing, because I'm usually very unorganized and I really want to be organized tonight. Okay, so on my sample, we did the trees, and the back side of the tree is this graph paper sort of design. So what I wanted to do is show you the other piece that I used on my original card. And so this is the Cajun Craze side and an Old Olive side. So that's what I thought we would use on the new cards that we're going to make. So in this case, I wanted to show how versatile the cuts are by going vertical. And so I cut my paper so my deer is standing up. And in this case, he is too, but see the hedgehogs are upside down, and this one is totally upside down. So it doesn't really matter. This paper, they are going all different directions. And, you know, here's one that's right side up, and then so in other words, any way you cut this paper, you're going to have right side animals. I really wish they hadn't put this nice leaf on the back though. I wish they had spread out some of the patterns, but hey, we can't complain. All right, so let's get started. First let me move my samples, and first I want to do some tone-on-tone stamping. So I have one side as the true side, or side A, and one side as side B, okay? And you can see the two-tone difference there. And this is great. And so this leaf is in this stamp set. All the stamps are from this Autumn to Remember, and there's the leaf. So see the difference? You know, the true sizes, it's smaller because they got to fit it all on the thing. But these stamps are pretty good size. Look at the size of the sayings and stuff. That's why they're perfect for scrapbooking. Nobody wants an itty bitty title when they're scrapbooking. Oops, let me move that back over here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do one piece at a time, and I do full strength and half strength. And what you got to remember when you're doing two-step stamping is if you go off the page, you do not stamp right away again, because the part that didn't hit the paper will be dark and you'll end up with like a real sharp line. So just re-ink it and then go off the paper. And so I'm just going to rotate my paper a little bit around to make sure that my leaves are going in all different directions. And I don't know what's going to get covered, but a lot of it will get covered. Okay, let's do some of that. I love tone-on-tone stamping. Oops, I did just what I told you not to do. See the line there? Okay, so there's that. And one more, and we'll do there. Okay, so this piece is done. And now we'll bring in the light piece, and we're going to do exactly the same, but you'll see how much different it looks. Do you guys like two-step stamping, or not two-step? Well, I love two-step stamping too, but do you like tone-on-tone stamping? And do you do it often? I mean, that's the ticket. There's so many techniques out here, and this is an easy technique to pack a little bit of wow in your cards. There. So look at the difference. You can see the difference on the tones, so that's pretty cool. All right, let me throw these on my chamois so I don't get my fingers in them. And just turn that light a little bit there. There we go. All right, so I think that's, oh, you know, I'm going to leave the green open for just a minute. So let's set these two pieces aside, and let's do our greeting. So I've already cut these with the deckled rectangle, and now I'm going to use Cajun Craze, and I'm going to stamp Crisp Autumn Days. Look at the size of that. Isn't that great? I mean, for the inside of the card too, this, you know, they're big stamps, so you don't have to write as much. Okay, so there's one. And here's the second one, because I'm making two cards. So I think I told you this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. These are the second or the third smallest from deckled rectangles, and these pieces here are both 3 by 4, so you can flip and see. So it's funny because in my class I love making them have to pick, because you'd be surprised how hard it is. Do I like that side? Do I like this side? Do I want this side? Do I want this side? So it cracks me up because I've already done that when I was making my sample. So I'm not immune to it. Okay, so I want to add just a little bit of something something to my tag. That's another thing I did different. Here's my prototype, and you know, it's pretty like, whoa, in your face. So I'm going to stamp off twice and bring it to my paper. Yeah, because I don't want it too dark. There. Just a little something, something. I probably could go. Let me try it with just one stamp off. Oh yeah, totally can do it that way. There. Let's see, should I dare go over these again? How about if I just do one more on this one over here? Okay, one more. There. Okay. All right, so we've got that, and then we just need our inside pieces. So we've got our, these are 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and I'm going to do my leaves down here. So there's one, like that, and then my saying is bountiful blessings. I love that saying. It's so beautiful and from the heart. There's one. That inside is done. And here is my other one. There. Okay, my stamping is done, guys. That's how easy that is. And you can whip these out. What I like about this card too is, I mean, we can use this card for a guy's birthday, a thinking of you, a thank you, Thanksgiving. So lots of versatility on these cards, and I love it. Plus the scrapbooking pages, don't forget. Okay, so let me use my bone folder here. Give it a nice crisp crease. That's card 1, and we got card 2 right here as well. This is Old Olive, and this is a half, each card is a half a sheet of cardstock. So it's cut at 5 1/2 and scored at 4 1/4. All right, so I got my 2 pieces. So I'm going to have one go vertical and one go horizontal. I think I did most of my leaves in that direction for some reason, and this is all over the place, so that's good. We'll do it like that. So the vertical one has the lighter tone, and the horizontal one will have the normal tone. So I'm just going to tape that down. And because I made it 5 3/8, that's a skinny, skinny border. And I usually have trouble getting those on straight, to tell you the truth. I need a little bit more edge with my older eyes. All right, so let's see here. Oops. Yeah, I wanted to do it upside down. I like to do it upside down because I don't worry as if the mess up of the lining up is on the fold side, then you know it's okay. But this side I really like the part where they're opening. I really like it to be straight. Okay, so we've got that. Let's put our inside piece in. These are going to come together so fast, guys. Let's see here. The other thing I forgot to mention is this paper, both the two-tone and the DSP come as part of the scrapbooking workshop kit as well. Oh, you know what I did? Ha! I stamped my stamping the wrong direction. So let's stamp a vertical card here. Did anybody notice that as I was doing it and be yelling at me going, stop? Okay, we'll just do that and that. So I actually haven't done the inside of one of my other cards, so I will use that in about 2 minutes. Okay, so here's my, whoops, I don't want crisp bottom. I want bountiful blessings. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now we got them in the right direction. let me put that stamping block on my chamois too, so that I don't get all dirty. Okay, here we go. Now this I just did the regular 1/4 inch, so it's a little easier for me. See, I like a bigger margin. But in this case, I really needed the smaller margin. So increase that now that we've got them taped. All right, so this is my vertical and this is my horizontal. Now what we have to do is figure out which of these we're going to do as a vertical and which one are we doing. So this I definitely want as my vertical one, but do I want the Cajun Craze side, or, and you know what, I think I'm gonna have to do it this way, guys, because here's why. Did anybody catch what I did? My twigs or branches are going vertically, so if I did this horizontally, I mean, it's not horrible. What do you think? Which one should I do? Should I do it this way and with that, and then this with that, or switch them and do this one with that and this over here? Let me know what you're thinking. And I've already used the tree and the graph on the other side of the tree, so I was trying to make sure I used all the sides. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on here to give you a chance to tell me what to do. All right, used up the rest of that one. I've been using a lot of edge pieces. I had so many packages with just the edges, and I think it's because of from my classes. You know, it's so easy for people to grab the nice round ones in the middle, and so when I clean up, I have a lot of edge pieces, but I don't mind those. I mean, I use every little bitty scrap. Here's another scrap. Okay, so and we're gonna just do it like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead with this because, oh, now these are going the right direction. What was I thinking? Okay. All right, whew. Good thing I flipped that over to tape it, right? That's what I want, just like that. Okay, here we go. I thought when I cut it that I cut this piece so it could go either direction. Okay, so I'm going to just, it doesn't really matter. I want some of my two-tone stamping to show at the bottom. I got a little bit poking out on the side, and then this piece is going to go somewhere like that. Oh, these little guys are so cute. Little critters. Did I get that on straight? Yep. All right, there's that one. Let's do this one. And let's see, this is going vertically. And I don't mind that it's green, the same color, because it looks so different from, I've got the old olive, then I've got the stamping, 2 tones of stamped old olive, and then I have this pattern piece, which is old olive. And they all look different. So that's pretty neat. All right, and we'll go ahead and tape that down. And let's put it like about there. There we have, we're a little peeking out all the way around. And we've got our sayings. Now what I did was I took that leaf die from the autumn leaves, this one here. So I took those and I did Cajun Craze and crushed curry, which are coordinating colors in the DSP. So I am going to, my saying's going to go there, but I think on this one I want my leaves to come down, so I'm going to stick it right there. And then this one I'm going to stick that direction like that. Let's see here. Oh, I like my leaves to touch. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put small dimensional out here to just support those leaves. There. And it's still only one dimensional thick. In other words, I didn't stack them. I don't have it stacked up with multi-dimensionals. Okay, so I love that. Okay, and then this one, let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cover you up because I really like the deer. But we want a couple animals poking out, like we'll have the owl poking out. So I think what I want to do this time is have my leaves come down in this direction. And because I have the Cajun craze right there, how about if we do the crushed curry first? So something like that. I like it. All right. Let me just take the backings off. I hope you guys got to enjoy the free shipping yesterday. I love free shipping. You know, and you know, I mean, I've kind of already bought what I wanted, but it allows me a chance to just make sure I'm stocked up on the consumables that I use so much of, like tape and glue and stuff like that. So that's, I love, and it's a great time to get your paper pumpkin because, or prepaid paper pumpkin. But right now we're having the paper pumpkin sale where if you're a new subscriber, you use holiday 40 as your code, you will get 40% off your first month. So that's pretty neat. That is not with the prepaid code though. Okay, so, but you'd still get the free shipping on that subscription. Okay. So the last part is let's tie our bow. And I really like on these kind of cards to do, any card that has leaves on it, I tend to do a long bow. I don't know why, but I just love how it trails down and is kind of curly, very, you know, I don't know, it's artsy. So I like that one. And we'll do one more, and then we'll put just a couple gems on, and we will be done. Because I do want to show you something else that I got going on here. All right, so. Okay. Ah, there we go. All right. So we're going to, let's see here. I can do my knot right where my leaves are. And that looks pretty good. I'm just going to make this just a smidge smaller and untwist the bow. And I'm going a little smaller because it is close to the edge. So we'll do that. So here's my glue dot box. And you take a glue dot and you roll it like a hot dog. Just like that. And then I just put it down where I want my bow. And then the whole knot goes right over it and it covers up all the glue dot perfectly. So roll it like a hot dog or a burrito. And this one I'm going to put down here, and I'm going to keep my loops the bigger loop now because I'm not by the edge. Nice and long tails. Oh, I love it. Let's see, one side's a little longer than the other. There. Oh, isn't that great? All right, so now I just want a little bit of bling, and these are the gems from the Nest of Winter collection. And I've cut them all up, so I don't recall exactly the name, but it's got pecan pie, garden green, basic beige, and white in there. So I'm going to use, on this card, I'm going to use the pecan pie, and let's go up here, and we'll go on this side with two of them. There. So it balances it all out, and then on this one, I'm going to use the white, or sorry, the basic beige. And let's see, we'll put one over there. Oh, I stuck that right on the cardboard. Oh, I still got my glue dots, so yay. Okay, so up there, and one more. I do love these, this take your pick tool. All right, so there you got it. You have it. Lots of crisp autumn days going on here at the Backyard Stamper. Here's my originals. Oh, look, I tied little bows there. I did not keep the big and artistic bow, I guess. All right, so let me show you what else. The other, another one of the DSPs that I got from the scrapbooking brochure is this Halloween one. And this is great. So it's got just Halloween colors, bubbles. This one has 4 sheets and then a black and white side. I love this. Isn't that great? And look at all the different colors. And pool party, gorgeous grape, pretty, and another black and white. So here's the information. It's called Halloween Spells. And this one, you get 3 sheets of the 4 patterns. So you get 12 sheets still. So let me show you a card I made with that, because wait till you see this. Look at this card. This is from Bird's Eye View, and the book's from Bird's Eye View. Let me see if I have that one right here. Still, yep, I do. So this is the Bird's Eye View. So I took my bird and just kind of colored them, matching some colors in the paper. Here's the books, and what I did was I cut these books down to fit, and here's the cover, but I used the stamp, and I just did some paper piecing. And then I had the old witch hat punch, and I did that. These are the glasses, and I stamped it with right on the designer paper. So right on here, the glasses, and just cut it out. And then I stamped right on one of the stripes of the Happy Halloween right there. And this came from a paper pumpkin kit. And then I think this piece, I only got the dies from the Potions and Spells, but I think this piece is meant to be the drip. But you know what? I cut it on the bubble paper, so it kind of looks like it's bubbling up. So I have to still put some Winkostella all over everything, because this will look great with the Winkostella on the black. But isn't that out of the box? So that's it. Oh, one more thing here. Let me show you. Okay, so I have a host code this month right here, and anyone who uses the host code and purchases $40 or more, $40, with a $40 order, you will get, and using this host code, you will get the supplies to make these 3 cards using Nests of Winter. So the packages are all set to go. You get the twine, which they're sold out of. I've embossed the piece. I gave everybody a strip. And these are not stamped. These are cut right out of the designer paper. And then this piece here. So you've got everything you need to stamp the your cards. And you will need the stamp set. But look at this one. I really wanted to show you this. This is like a fancy fold. Woo! And this, you can use any greeting. You can use the ones that are in the set. There's a, let's see here. Sending Thanks with Love will fit in there. This is from the Thoughtful Expressions hybrid embossing folder. So, and then these are, again, cut from the designer paper. So if you happen to order $75 or more, you get all of this too. Plus you're going to get a full package of the gems, which I've cut up, but those are the gems here that I used for this card, the fall card. So you'll have plenty to make your fall cards. This is the perfect gem set to make fall cards. So let me say hi before I go. Hi, Christina and Tammy from Montana. Glad you could make it. And, oh, Christina uses Versamark for tone on tone. Yes, that is something I forget to do. I used to do that all the time, and I don't know, I just got away. I haven't been doing a lot of embossing with heat embossing, but I love dry embossing with the embossing folders. So I do like heat embossing. That was the first thing I ever did when I started stamping, and I went, whoa, what is that? So that's it. I guess my printer didn't print the scrapbooking page out, the brochure, but if you go to my Stampin' Up website or send me an email, backyardstamper@gmail.com, I will send you the digital link. It's not in the catalog. It won't be this. It's an additional brochure of scrapbooking products for this fall and also the next spring. It will not be in the spring mini catalog, but by the time they get to the annual catalog next year, our scrapbooking stuff is going to be part of the annual catalog, which it used to be, and I'm so happy they're bringing scrapbooking back. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great evening, everyone. Take care.